Okay, hello everyone. Should be live. It's 9 p.m. Monday night. Hmm. My phone says I'm live, so I think I'm live. Um, so it's going to be kind of a normal stream, with the exception that I'll be following my YouTube subscriber count because I should be hitting 10,000 within the next hour, couple hours. Hopefully not more than that, because I do want to sleep tonight. But I'll be taking challenges, so if people want to challenge me, I have 0 pending challenges currently. So anyone wants to play. Hello Lucy Moody, hello Urkel, hello B-Fox. Hey, Double OP Black Double O, thanks for the 200 bits. And thanks Urkel for the sub. Desert Booge, thanks for the kind words. So I'm still waiting on a challenge. If people don't know how to challenge me, you can type in the challenge command. If I can make this work, except I just misspelled challenge. People know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna play TYTY the nice guy. And hopefully the lag won't be too bad. Let's play E4. And knight F3. And let's play a Spanish. Haven't played a Spanish in a while. Hello, Chess with Chris. Knight F6. What do I recommend against Knight F6? We could castle. Is he gonna play a Berlin? He's rated like mid 1500s. It would be impressive if he just played mainline Berlin. Okay, D6 is playable. I mean, D4 looks reasonable here. Just because of the pin, it makes sense to challenge the center right away. Maybe even threaten D5. Hello to Miniful and Coulter Wilson and Cyber Warfare. I'm not accepting any congratulations yet. I still need 33 more subscribers. What's up, Amin Samani? Good to see you back. That's a lot of yos. So now it's a question. Ooh, Bishop G4, the counter pin. D5. Let's play D5. There's only one move, one reasonable move for black in this position to essentially not lose material. Yeah, A6 is the best move, and now I have to think because I have a few options. I can take the knight immediately. I could play bishop A4. Play bishop E2. If I play bishop A4, B5, we trade. My C6 pawn is weak, but his A4 pawn would be weak. I'm tempted just to play bishop E2. So I don't know what else is better. And I could take the knight, take on B7, rook B8, knight C3. I'm going to play bishop E2. I don't trust those lines, because in many of those lines I'm giving away the bishop pair. And here at least I'm keeping just a nice space advantage. And I'll continue very soon with some move like knight C3. Premature celebration. It's slightly premature, but I'm not celebrating yet. I'm just anticipating a celebration. So hopefully it will come at some point. Yeah, knight C3. There's cases where I would like to play C4 first. Wow, queen C8. So sometimes people play queen C8 because if I play H3, they want to take on H3. But I think that would be a bad sacrifice for black. This is actually a common mistake. Players like prematurely sacrifice. But okay, he retreats. So let's continue developing. And I think I just want to like try the squeeze strategy where I keep controlling more space, keep improving the position, and keep restricting the opponent. So all of this looks pretty standard. I'm going to play knight d2. Defend the pawn. Maybe unleashing my f-pawn. I'm going to start with f3. Wow, Amin Samani with a massive gift of subs. And Flair 0 with 1,000 bits. People are so generous. It's coming out of nowhere. How many subs was that? It was 10 subs. Thanks, Amin Samani. Why did I take on c6? Oh, he played c6 because my pawn was slightly concerned. I'm going to play a5 with the idea to just clamp down. And next move, I want to play maybe knight c4, knight b6. So welcome to all the new subs. And thanks so much, Amin Samani. Anyone who just became a new sub, I have to thank Amin Samani. Violet Green Dino, Lucy Moody, Chess with Chris, 00P Black 00, Grey Hatter, Desert Booge. Let me make a move first. I'm going to play knight c4. This looks reasonable. Anders by Lund, Basta GG, Tactical Wizard, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. And Chess Quack. Welcome, guys. Okay, so he's traded off essentially my worst piece, my light squared bishop, and now I'm left with some very good minor pieces. Now I'm moving slowly because I've been getting distracted rather than focusing. But maybe I can start focusing more on the game. I'm going to prepare knight b6, which he just misses, and this is a triple fork because d5 is hanging. I might be more inclined to take on d5 than take his rook, because he's threatening to play pawn d4. His queen's going to move somewhere. Man, the sub sound never stops. Yeah, I'm going to take on d5 with the pawn, keep attacking his queen, and then I'll probably take the rook. Ooh. Well, wow, people are just being so generous. People giving subs and bits and free pieces. Now the rook and the bishop are both attacked. Forks everywhere. Now the queen and the king are attacked. And he's going to lose his a-pawn in the end. That's especially hurtful. Ouch. Ooh, will I lose c2? But he's going to lose c6. I'm being very greedy, taking every pawn I can. Ooh, okay, he's almost trapping the queen, but okay, queen b7. This pawn's a goner. Hello, Toilet Noggin. Toilet Noggin, I tried to play the Exchange Spanish this game, but my opponent played the Berlin. Just to go back for Toilet Noggin. We got to this position, and then he played some kind of weird Berlin without knight take e4, and then okay, then it was fun. So let's take on c6. Maybe I'll take on f3 with the queen. Thanks, Nakuler, 2 months in a row. So how much material is white up? White's up a queen, a pawn, and a knight. That's a lot of material. So the goal should be just to mate as quickly as possible. Maybe I'll set up Anastasia's mate. Or maybe not. And bishop g6 is a defensive piece. But I'll try. Probably the quickest way to win is just to promote the pawn. Plus 13. Is that the valuation of this position? Okay, another free bishop. This has to be at least like plus 20, if not like forced mate. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the computer says like made in 7 or something. But okay, let's just attack f7. Attack the rook. Hey, it's a game over. The last 3 subs were all Desert Booge. I don't know if it says that, but thanks if that's the case. Oh, the last 3 subs on YouTube. Okay, there's a difference between subs on Twitch and subs on YouTube. Yeah, my opponent was really nice to me this game, living up to his username. Bishop g4 is interesting. I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. I felt like white should have some advantage. D take e5 makes some sense actually. So I played d5 and a6. I think bishop e2 is the best move. It's highest scoring move. Okay, let's play a new player. Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 5.
The answer is 5.
Numero 5, Tabasco sauce. Okay. Good luck, Tabasco sauce. Cannot take this guy lightly. Provisional rated and rapid. Any advice for building opening repertoire? 2000 rated, Lee Chess rapid player. Yeah, when you're building an opening repertoire, you should save basically all of the lines that you play on a regular basis. And save it, if you use ChessBase, I mean, that's probably the best tool for like building a repertoire. But probably the easiest tool is just Lee Chess Study. And then you can save everything and then over time add on to it. And just save like the one line that you would play and then save how the opponent can basically deviate and branch out in different variations. Let's play a Nimzo. Haven't played a Nimzo in a while. Is this GM Feingold? No, this is I am Eric. I am not Feingold. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. So Queen C2 is the classical variation. More subs from Amin Samani. What is this? So many subs. So many more subs. Maybe Amin Samani is confused. The goal is not to reach 10,000 subs on Twitch just yet. The goal is to reach 10,000 subs on YouTube. But thanks, Amin Samani. There's too many complicated names to try and read off. But welcome to all of you new people. Knight f3. So this is basically a Rosen with Queen c2. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is. I assume c5 is a very playable move. Probably castling is the most principled move. Let's just castle. That's principled chess. And very soon I would probably like to play c5, knight c6. This is a very common idea when the queen commits early to c2, where d4 is slightly less defended. And sometimes the queen is even a target on c2. And bishop g5 is reasonable. Now I'm thinking c5. And if he takes, then d4. I could throw in h6. I'm going to throw in h6. Because there's times where if he plays bishop h4, at some point I might want to throw in g5. And this I'm happy about. This bishop pair. Which I might not keep for long. I was hoping to like just save the bishop pair for later. The bishop g6 runs into c5 or knight b5. So maybe I should just take on c3. But then how do I follow up? Bishop takes c3, queen takes c3. c5, d takes c5, queen takes c3. Looks nice. Well, bishop takes c3, queen takes c3, c5. He can take on d5. If I take back, he takes with queen. That's some sort of like gambit. Maybe knight c6. There's also a line where I just take on c3, I take on c4, and then play bishop b7. Or play b6 and then bishop b7 or bishop a6. Let's go for that. I guess c7 is falling. Yeah, this is a line I just not entirely familiar with. Okay, so c5 is a candidate move. Taking on c4 is a candidate move. c6 is kind of ugly move, which I don't really want to play. Knight a6 is probably too crazy. So I'm calculating a line, d takes c4, queen takes c4, b6, queen takes c7, and then trying to figure out if there's compensation there. Like bishop a6 followed by rook c8, but he has queen e5. And queen e7 and knight c6. Let's go for it. It's rapid chess. I think it leads to a position which should be easier for black to play. I would think. Just because there's initiative and white has to develop. And hello to more people in the chat. Hello to Pars3333. Play Ben Feingold. I've played Ben Feingold a few times online. Once in a tournament. My score against Ben is not very good. He's beaten me like almost 100% of the time. And I'm not accepting any congratulations yet until we get 27 more subscribers. Spinal Tap Chess, I'm doing well. Always doing well when there's tea in front of me. If you guys can convince Ben to come on Lichess and challenge me, that would be cool. But that might be hard to do. Double OP Black Double O. Thanks for the more bits. This is slightly surprising. So he plays e3, so maybe he's scared of going into that line. Now I would like to play some move like c5. It's a very typical move in these structures. If he takes, I take. He takes, and then like knight a6, and I win c5. And if queen takes c4, I take. Let's do this. Things look under control. This is very typical of Nimzo Indian. Like, it's kind of a quiet position, but there's going to be some small positional differences, which I will try and exploit. I think it makes sense to take right away. Unless I want to play like knight d7. But knight d7 is very possible. Yeah, let's play knight d7 first. There's no reason to take. Because if he ever takes or pushes, I take on c3 and damage the structure for white. And I might want to leave the tension further. Like, I might just want to play b6, bishop b7. And just continue applying pressure. Whenever there's pawn tension and it's not good for your opponent to capture your pawn, then sometimes you don't want to capture their pawn. Just make them think a bit more every move. I would go to chess.com and play him, but I've already mentioned elitechess.org in the title of the stream, and it's too much of a hassle just to change the title and then switch the stream layout. It's possible, but too much work. But at some point I'll probably experiment. I want to get into YouTube live streaming, which I know be a bit different than Twitch, but I'm open to using other platforms. Okay, let's play b6. Hello to Just Add Blue. Just Add Blue, I was looking for you the last couple of days to help me fix my settings. Well, let me know when you're going to be around. The next 10 days in a row, I'm going to be at the St. Louis Chess Club every single day. And starting Wednesday, I'll be doing commentary for their Fall Classic event. So that's going to take up most of my time. So this could actually be one of my last streams in a while, if that takes up too much of my time. Okay, if I take on d4, because I want to play knight c5. And bishop e5 is a good move. Taking on d4. Maybe rook d8 first. Preparing bishop e7. Rook d8. Yeah, let's play rook d8. Keeping a lot of tension. Yeah, tomorrow around 5-ish is perfect. I am Andres with a sub, gifted by Toilet Noggin. Welcome, I am Andres. Did not see him in the chat, but maybe he's hanging around somewhere. So this is a 10+5 game. We've both used just about half our time, the first 13 moves. So pretty quickly it's going to turn into some sort of blitz chess. But at least I know my plan. The plan is bishop e7, rook c8, build up pressure. If necessary, I can take on d4. There's a line where he can take on d7, I take back, he takes on c5, and we basically trade everything and get a symmetrical structure. But he's not going into that. So now I think I can do this. Now I'm hitting f3. Now he takes on d7. Interesting. I have to take back? Or can I take on f3 first? Bishop take f3, pawn take f3. Oh, he could also move his bishop back. Wait, okay, so bishop take f3, pawn take f3. Rook take d7. He takes on c5. I take on d1, then take on c6 and hit the rook. Otherwise, bishop take f3, he moves the bishop back to b5. Oh, his rook is hanging. I think this is quite strong. I think he maybe overlooked this move too. Because now, yeah, his pawn structure is just going to be shattered. I mean, he has to take. And then I take back. And f3 is a target. I mean, maybe he'll go into this line where he takes on c5. And when I take and hit the rook... Yeah, let's do this first. He can't take on f6 because I take on f1 with check. Which, okay, which is very kind of him. It's intermediate moves, in-between moves. They're easy to miss. There were a couple in-between moves there. The first in-between move was bishop take f3. And then the second in-between move was rook take f1. White had to take on d1. And then I was planning to take on f3, hitting the rook. And then there's some threat of rook c8. It could get weird. Like he could play like rook c1 and rook c8, b4. I think black is has slightly better chances because white's king is so exposed. But it would be a fight. It would take work to win this. I'd probably take and put the rook on c6 and then start pushing the h-pawn. But that was a nice gift from my opponent. You got yelled at by Andres for the last hour. I've seen some of Andres's YouTube videos where he gives lessons with students, and that's one thing I admire about him, just being very firm with students, which I can't yell at students, at least not in the way that he does it. But yeah, kudos to Andres. I mean, that's probably one of the best ways people can learn. Okay, let's get a new game. I have to play Amin Samani. He gave so many subs. No random number this time. Good luck, Amin Samani. What am I expecting? He's going to play a London? Or he's going to play e4? He's going to play a London. What do I want to play? Have fun. You could play a Dutch. Let's play a Dutch. Let's see what happens. Haven't played a Dutch in a while. Play d6. We'll play a Leningrad setup, which is supposed to be pretty effective against the London, especially when the bishop's on d3. So he's just playing automatically. Because now the idea is to eventually play e5. Let's start with knight d7 or queen e8. Let's start with queen e8. I have to be careful of these light squares. Queen b3 check could be a little bit annoying, but not too annoying. So bishop g5, escaping the potential idea of e5, e4. First move that comes to mind is knight e4. And if he takes, knight fd2. I could play d5 there, which looks nice. I remember last time I played him, we got into a ridiculous endgame where he was better, but he wasn't playing for a win, so I was playing for a win. And then at some point he offered a draw, but instead of offering a draw, he clicked the resign button, and the game just ended with me winning. It was such a great finish. So hopefully this time will be slightly more calming and less crazy. But we'll see. I just realized some idea that if he does take on e4 and plays knight d2, I have this kind of interesting move, queen b5, hitting the bishop and hitting the b2 pawn. Okay, so he plays bishop h4. Let's go for this. Just want to reinforce the knight. And I might even get some stonewall structure. I'll first play e6 here. And then, like, very soon, d5, h6, g5, stuff is happening. Dutch is like a mirror Sicilian. It's a completely different opening. It's maybe some ideas of attacking the center from the side, but because like black opens up the king, it's a bit different, I guess. Say Sicilian is much more sound than Dutch. Okay, now d5 looks nice. Because e4 is very well reinforced, and I don't think he ever wants to take, because the pawn on e4 is quite troublesome for white. Also troublesome is this threat. So if he plays bishop g3, I would just take it, and then his pawn structure is a little bit shattered. I also have ideas of b6, c5, and then c4. So I feel like this position is just about pushing pawns for the next several moves. Let's play c6. Keeping things defended. The one piece that is really depressed is this bishop, but that's okay. I'll give it some antidepressants at some point, and it'll be happy in the future. But okay, now g5 is a real threat. If he takes on d5, I probably take with this pawn. I would have to maybe watch out for this pin, but it's not a problem immediately. And the thing for white, like, he doesn't necessarily want to castle kingside because that's where I'm attacking, but where else does the king go? At some point the center might open up. I'm imagining like the long-term plan for this bishop is g5, knight f6, queen e7, and then maneuvering it to h5, where maybe it'll be happier. Hello to Halvard, HF. Good to see you. g4, unexpected. But this is a good move, because this is slightly more loose. If I play g5, there's some crazy variation, like g5, bishop here. Maybe I start with f4, he takes, I take on d2, he takes, I take on d4. There's so many things to consider here, because I have this capture, I have this capture, I have this capture, I have this move, I have potential for this. So what to do? g5, bishop g3. First inclination is to take, and maybe play knight here, and go into e4 again. There's another cool idea, which I'm actually fathoming, is to play b5, c take b5, and c5. Threatening c4, and if he takes here, then I take here, so it's somewhat of a pawn sacrifice. I guess he could take on, no, he could take on d5, so that doesn't work. Another option is just to try and leave all the tension, like, everywhere, which could be reasonable. Actually, wait, no, I'm seeing a forcing line. Okay, so g5, bishop g3, knight take d2 first. If he takes with king, then his knight on f3 is undefended. If he takes with knight, then I have f4. He takes here, then I take on d4. And that's just a mess. Or maybe no, I don't take on d4 first. I take on f4, hit the bishop, and then take on d4. Let's go for that. Because I think it's winning a pawn. So what was the move order again? I play f4 first. No, I take first. And then play f4. I feel like at the end of these lines, his king should be less safe than my king. Because the center should be opening up in my favor. The only thing is this bishop's kind of scary, but it's just a bishop. What's the best line going against French defense? I really like to play the two knights attack. So you don't play d4, but you play knight f3 and knight c3. So bishop h2. So maybe I'm not winning a pawn. But his bishop's shut out. This bishop is just as sad as this bishop. I have a weird idea. Probably not good though. I'm going to play just a natural move, queen f7. Very direct threat. Have to move quicker too, there's no increment. What did just add blue win? Yay, I win. Not sure what that means. Okay, now I'm thinking e5. Because d5 is reinforced. And e5, it's just, okay, now it's time to push pawns. Maybe e4 is coming, or this is coming, or if he takes, then I'll take with knight. Yeah, queen f7 was a nice move, I think. Because it had the multi-purpose of this and this. Wow, rook c7. But what's the threat? Whenever they play a scary move, always have to ask yourself, what's the threat? I don't know if there's an immediate threat. I mean, I could take here. Yeah, let's just take there. Time is important. Informative books on positional chess. Lately. Not lately, unfortunately. I mean, there's a few books that come to mind. Positional Play by Agard is very good. Also, Reassess Your Chess is a great book. Also, there's a book I was recommended, actually not too long ago, which I haven't taken a look at yet. It's called the Positional Chess Handbook by Gelfer, I believe. Either Gelfer or Geller, which I heard is really good. Call Mongoose. Good time to catch me live. If you want to play a game, send me a challenge. The problem if I took f take e3, his rook is defended by the knight, so he would have some discovered attack. It's a little bit annoying my knight's pinned. I would really like to play one of these moves at some point. Now we're entering very strange territory. I feel kind of stuck. I think I'll start with b6. A sneaky idea, which involves controlling the square. Queen e6. It's hard to stop. There's also some idea, like if he plays king d2 here, then I can play knight c5. And it's a clever tactic. Another another case of the intermediate move. I take his queen and then win the exchange. So it's a strange position. Like this bishop's stuck, the rook is stuck. King is kind of stuck in the center. Samsonite is in the chat. Just got home from work. At first I read that as just got homework. I felt bad for you, but now I feel good for you. Aggressive line against d4. Budapest Gambit. If they play c4 on move 2. If they don't play c4 on move 2, they're probably going to play a London. And then there's ways to be aggressive against that too. So the idea with b6 is to play queen e6, knight c5, which I think I can go ahead and play. When my knight comes to c5, there's threats of taking the queen, there's ideas of knight e4. There's ideas of trapping this rook. And queen d6 just traps the rook, I believe. No, rook c6, okay. Maybe queen e4, that would be fun. Queen e4. If he takes, I just have a massive wall of pawns. Wow. And all of the pawns are defended. This defends this, this defends this. Maybe bishop e6. Oh, bishop e6 is problematic for white, because now if he takes, I take, and then his rook is hanging and the knight is hanging. But maybe he's surviving somehow. Yeah, there's also King's Indian defense, which is, I mean, it's quite aggressive, but you have to kind of understand the middle game plans. Ooh, I did not see rook takes c5. But now I see it. Let's have some fun. Or is that too much fun? No, okay. This is too much fun. 4 pawns in the center. He has 2 pieces for a rook. I think I should play king h8 first. I feel like last time we played, it was the same material imbalance. I'm gonna play this. If he plays bishop f5, I'm sacking. So, objectively black is worse, but objectively black is having more fun. Or is that subjectively? Well, it doesn't matter. I won connect 4. This is the most beautiful connect 4 too. Like on the 5th rank. Maybe the 3rd or 2nd rank would be more beautiful. Wow, he's sacking back. He wants to win d4. Well, there goes my connect 4. If I play bishop here, I get forked, kind of. But I can pin. And I'm winning the knight. Let's pre-move this. Actually, let's not pre-move that. There might be some cases where I torture this. Let's take it. And then I can take here. And then could cut the king. Zuta Zuta. Interesting name. Thanks for the sub. And Joanna in the chat. Hello, Joanna. Good to see you back. So I went from being down material to being up a bishop for a pawn. And his king is being cowardly on a3. Let's just run the king in. And the goal is to mate. Or win his rook. Or both. I'm gonna play a5. Preparing bishop b4. Okay, let's play this. That's annoying. Okay, the bishop comes to b4. The rook takes on a3. Yeah, interesting game. I mean, white was better at some point towards the end until I pinned the knight. I mean, it's a really fascinating position, actually. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Like, white's up a knight for a pawn. But, I mean, the problem for white, I don't think he can take here because rook b1, king e2, and then... Can I mate somehow? Okay, d3 is good enough, and then I win the rook. So this is probably full compensation somehow. Anyway, that was fun. There's a YouTube command too, I believe. If you type in !YouTube, it should take you to the channel. 21 more subs. It's gonna happen soon, maybe. 169 subs on Twitch. It's also nice. Okay, let's play someone else. Give me a random number between 1 and 12.
The answer is 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, playing this person. Rated 1360. Good luck. This person here. Okay. I was gonna tell Siri to set a timer for 10 seconds. But we have a game. I think the goal will be to play as aggressively as possible. Yeah, we're going to play the Stafford Gambit. I'm actually in the process of recording a course on like a whole repertoire against 1e4, which should be released by the end of the month. And this is kind of the main starting position. Double OP, Black Double O. What's your Lichess name? I don't usually take bribes, but let me know your name. What is CCSC? CCSC. Oh, I think you mean St. Louis Chess Club, probably. Yeah, if you guys want to see YouTube content, you should not go to my channel, at least for recent content. So I'm doing videos for St. Louis these couple of weeks. Bishop c4 is a blunder. I'm trying to remember the best way to punish it. I think just knight g4 immediately is just crushing. This is one of the many traps white can fall into. And the funny thing about bishop c4, there's multiple ways to punish it. Like there's bishop take f2. There might even be queen d4 immediately. Now the problem for white, there's no great way to defend f2. The only way is to castle, which I'm expecting. and then we'll see what happens. This will be one of the lines I cover in the course. Yeah, so I think the abbreviation for St. Louis Chess Club now is SLCC, just St. Louis Chess Club. It used to be Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis, but that was clearly too difficult to say. So I think they've just simplified things. Yeah, after castling Queen H4 is just brutal, because these two pawns are now attacked. F2 is attacked 3 times. H2 is attacked 2 times. And both pawns are not sufficiently defended. So black is guaranteed to win something at some point. Yeah, the most recent video I did for St. Louis was bishop take f7. I'm actually debating not to take the bishop because he wants to play queen f3 check. And then queen g3. I mean, I'll be up a piece. But what if I play king d8? Let's have some fun. I think king d8 might objectively be the best move too. I mean, I might be missing something, but this looks pretty good. Matt Crosette, thanks for watching. You're gonna watch TV. You can watch me on TV, just like Chromecast. But maybe the wife would object. I don't know. Team Carlson or Team Caruana? I got a text today from a friend asking if I'm on like Caruana's team, which I'm not. But no, I'm rooting for Caruana. But I'll be in London during the match. It should be fun to watch. Knight take f2 looks pretty crushing. If rook take f2, I win the exchange, and then there will be bishop take h3 ideas. And the fact that he took on f7 is actually helpful because I have ideas of rook f8 and using my rook for some attack. I think I'm also threatening like mate in 3 here. Like the threat is something like knight take h3. Wait, he didn't defend against the threat. Knight take h3 is double check. And then I just move back to f2 with discovered check. And then I'll play queen h1 in the end with mates. I guess there's one way to prolong it, but that's okay. Why d8 over f8? Because I was scared that like when I take on f2, there'd be consequences on the open f file. I've won so many games in this fashion. Like this this position after knight g4. After this game finishes, I'll take a look on Lichess, but I think it's one of the quickest ways to beat an amateur player in less than 15 moves. Did I say one of the quickest ways? One of the most common ways. Because white essentially played natural moves and then just gets punished. Had to be a lot more careful. In this position, white has to be incredibly careful. It's not an easy position. Now it's mate in 2. It's double check, and then queen h1 is mate. Okay, well that was nice. 12 moves. Why don't you play this way as white? What does that mean? Because I don't like losing 12 moves as white, if he's referring to this game. To address the other question, I'm happy to play on chess.com. Recently I've been having lag issues because my stream is just, it takes up so much CPU usage. I just haven't been able to stream the Arena Kings tournaments because there's too much lag. So I'm gonna get help tomorrow from someone, and hopefully it will be better. But let's take a look at knight g4. Yeah, black is scoring amazingly. Oh, queen f3 is a move. I forgot about queen f3. Wait, queen f3 is a good move. Okay, I'm out of tea. Bishop take f2 or castling? Wait. Is knight g4 the best move? Yeah, knight g4. And queen f3. Ah, knight e5. Hey, it's another sub. Serenilio. Thanks for the sub. This looks nice. There's a funny line if, okay, the only move for white is to play queen e2 to defend the queen and the bishop. And then, I mean, if black wants to, I can take on f2. If queen take f2, knight takes c4. And if king take f2, I have queen d4. Both lines I win the bishop. Okay, new victim. Give me a random number between 1 and 10. Oh, that was weird. Give me a random number between 1 and 10.
8.
8. Ocho again. Otra vez. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sky monkey. Sky money. Wait, no, not sky. I don't know. Okay, I'm playing Calm Mongoose. I thought 8 was sky monkey or money, but maybe I was wrong. Okay, so let's play a game. I'm sorry to whoever was number 8, but it's too late now. Oh, someone was asking what to play against French defense earlier, and this is one of my favorite lines. Maybe look into using your video card for the video compression instead of CPU. What does that even mean, and how do I do that? I have a MacBook Pro. It's 2015. Yeah, knight e2 leads to a very pleasant structure for white. The idea is knight g3, bishop somewhere, d3, castle. Black will have more space, but white will have good piece placement. Double OP Black. You forgot to tell me your username, or I just missed it in the chat. But let me know your Lichess username. Toilet Noggin is off to bed. You're gonna miss the epic celebration. I don't know even what I'm gonna do. Could do some dance or some partying. JHSK, good to see you. Thanks for watching. Usually when black plays a6, a4 is just a natural reaction to stop b5. And then the bishop will come to c4 still. I just want to complete development. Oh, p black, okay. I'm looking. Oh, the third challenge, okay. Let's play d3 first. Yeah, good night to Toilet Noggin. Thanks for being useful. Maybe I can take, or maybe I leave it there and then I end up taking. No, let's take first. This is actually very useful because now I have f4 hitting the bishop with tempo. Black has one piece developed, and I'm ready to castle and start breaking through with f5. Or maybe knight h5 or queen g4, or just a combination of all of these moves. Let's start with castling. Angelic Jake, welcome back. Oh, this is looking very nice. I'm gonna play Queen G4. Maybe tempt him to castle. My name is Joey. Thanks for the sub. I'm very tempted to play F5, but I'm not sure if it's sound or unsound. I'm also tempted to play E5, Knight E4, and then Knight F6 check. That gives away squares. I think I'll play Queen H4 first. It's a flexible move. Maybe preparing this, or maybe just preparing this, making sure my queen is not targeted. What does subscribing do? So it gives you access to emotes. It takes away ads, so you don't have to watch ads before the stream starts, I believe. And it supports the channel, so it leads to more streams and more videos. And also chances to play me, which I do random people sometimes, but maybe I should do more like sub challenges. But I like the nature of randomness. H5. Well, Queen F6 looks enticing. I'm gonna play F5 first. I just want to loosen the pawns. If he takes this way, then my bishop's happy. Okay, my bishop's happy. And then Queen F6. Hitting the rook, hitting the pawn. And if Rook F8, then I have just the last straw, which should break the mongoose's back. The calm mongoose's back. But it won't be so calm if its back is breaking. Oh, I didn't see Rook H7 though. Yeah, Rook H7 is a good move. Bishop take F7 probably doesn't work. Knight take F5, no. Let's just play Bishop G5. I just want to like add all my pieces into play, and then the fact that all my pieces are doing stuff directed at black's position should be good enough without needing to calculate anything like too forcing. Hello Z Nation Chess. Thanks for watching. Also, thanks for the comment. You wrote a long comment, my name is Joey, but I'm trying to read it. Now I'm getting distracted by other comments scrolling up. When you do post-game analysis, how many mistakes, blunders, and inaccuracies do I usually make in longer games? I usually don't check the Stockfish results after games. Maybe that would be interesting. I mean, my games are available to check. I would think maybe a couple mistakes, couple inaccuracies per game. I know I've had some games that have been like perfect according to the engine, but I think most games will have some issues. Okay, so Knight G8. I really don't want to trade queens, so I'm calculating this line with Bishop take F7, Rook take F7, Queen take G6, where I'm attacking the knight and I'm attacking the queen. That looks amazing. I think that's just crushing. Yeah, thanks so much. My name is Joey. Appreciate the kind words. It's comments like that which are actually like really motivating, which I really appreciate. I'm sad to say, like I get them in YouTube comments and like direct messages, and sometimes it's hard to reply to them all. But yeah, thank you. Let's take on. Wait, if I take on G8, Rook F8, things are good. Because Queen H7. This is gonna hang. The Black King is so exposed now. I do apologize for the lag. It's probably caused by just a enormously large subscriber number. But what to do? Bishop G5. Let's take on H5 first, and then maybe Bishop F4. Oh, he's about to flag too. Let's do this. I want to open the E file. So I'll probably take on F5, and then he'll flag. Yeah, tough game. It was a fun line to play against the French. Just some nice coordination. I don't think knight e5 is a good move. It just breaks an opening principle, like moving the same piece twice. It's a piece that's already like on a good square. So black should probably play a move like knight e7, maybe like this and this and this. I can't take my face off the screen because then Joanna will get upset. But I'm gonna get a session tomorrow with someone that will hopefully help me fix whatever lag there is. Let's play someone new. Give me a random number between 1 and 15.
That would be 5.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna play this guy first. Because he kept throwing bits. Hey, he's 908. I haven't played someone below 1,000 in a long time. Oh, we're over an hour into the stream. 18 subs away. The stream's not ending until we break 10,000. Which maybe wasn't the best thing to say there. Because I want to encourage people to subscribe. Okay, we have another French. Let's do this. How many bits to get a game? Yet to be determined. It continually changes depending on supply and demand, I guess. Knight c6 is an interesting move. I think the move to play here is just developing. My name is Joey wants some game. Oh man. I don't encourage people to make multiple accounts because usually YouTube will eventually delete them. Let's take here and then castle. I've completed development, at least with knights and castling, before black has developed anything. Okay, d4 looks attractive. Always nice when you can play a improving move and kick the opponent away. Question is still how I'm going to break through, and I'm thinking knight e5 will be a nice way to keep initiative, because this is a target. More bits from Messy Marvin. J something something Joe. Really? I'll have to find that. Wait, no. Cancel. I think also I get lag because of all the pending challenges too. It's just too many. Too many things going on. Please don't unsub. That'd be so mean. Okay, so c6 is hanging. I have a sneaky trick, which probably doesn't work. Wanted to play queen h5, but then bishop take d4. just take on c6. Free pawn. And now d5 is attacked. I take a pawn, attack another pawn. If he takes on e4, I attack his queen. All about initiative. Let's take on d5. If the e-file opens, then there's a clear pathway to the king. Oh, Evan gave bits too. I was distracted by Messy Marvin. Thanks, Evan. What do I do? I could take on e7. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns. Life is so great. I could play knight e4 first. Knight e4, queen g6, knight take e7, queen take e4. I don't know. Let's just take on e7. Then maybe next I'll play like rook e1. Maybe I'll take on e6 next. Okay, we'll see what happens. Calabresa. 022. Wait a minute, what? Oh, he took a pawn, but he didn't take the knight. Which means I can take the queen and then save the knight and then be up a piece. And a pawn. That's nice. What are my thoughts in general about the past Olympiad? My thoughts. Honestly, I'm really kind of jealous, and I have a lot of like FOMO that I wasn't there, because I've never attended an Olympiad, and that's like high on my bucket list of like a chess event to attend. Like the photos and videos that I saw were just incredible. I mean, I could talk about like the actual chess itself and the results, but just the nature of like people from every single country in the world competing in chess was really cool just to see virtually. I'm sure it was much cooler to actually see in person. So I'm hoping to go for the next one. I think the next one is in Russia, like Khanty-Mansisk. FOMO is fear of missing out, which I feel like I had a lot of, but if I were to go to the next one, I would either go as like a reporter, journalist, photographer for someone, or maybe even a coach for some like lesser privileged country. I just need connections. If anyone's watching and you're from like some random country that needs someone to coach their Olympiad team, let me know. So that would be cool. So I think there's a lot of teams like in Africa who don't get that much support. I know Maurice Ashley was coaching, I want to say Madagascar. It's a pretty interesting gig. What do I do? Let's play rook d1. Let's bring more pieces into action. There's a potential mating idea involving this, and then checkmate with bishop h6. So let's start that and see what happens. Okay. It just takes 2 more steps to mate. Well, now it's difficult because he wants to take the knight. Let's play this. Okay. This is really sneaky. So I'm letting him win a piece. He could take, take, and then take. I'm hoping for that. You could also take, and then I just take here, which would be nice. And then king g7, rook g8 mate. King e7. Let's repeat. Double check. I mean, there's so many ways to win. I'm just trying to mate before he flags. Maybe, okay, knight f6 will come next. And then, okay, I'll take with rook. Yeah, tough game. That's what happens sometimes when white's so quick to develop. I feel like a6 was already maybe the first mistake. It's just development was in white's favor. Anyway, Messy Marvin with more bits. Wait, I wanted to play... Who did I want to play? And double OP black. Yeah, thanks for playing and thanks for watching and thanks for the bits. I'm gonna play this guy, J something something Joe, because I think this is Joey. I played him before. Okay, let's play e4. Yeah, I want to play everyone, but it's not quite possible. Let's play a wing gambit. Haven't played this in a while. A slightly fun opening. Make him think on move 2. He's muting the stream, so I can be as transparent as I want. I mean, the wing gambit isn't like a sound opening, except someone played it in some big tournament. I think Kamsky played it against someone at US Championships one year. And the game ended in like a draw or something. I think I can take here. The whole point of this gambit is that, okay, there's a half open A file, and one of these pieces can come to A3. Ooh, B5 looks very attractive. Because now the knight's attacked and there's a pin. And black should probably be regretting not taking the pawn when he had the chance. So knight can't take on b5 because then I play bishop take b5. The only safe square for the knight is e6, but then I play d4. I'm just going to keep having fun. Erg getting crushed. This is bad, says my opponent. That's a good sign. Still takes some work. Maybe I can play queen a4. Looks like an interesting move. It might be like just not the most accurate move, but it looks like the most fun move. There's a 30-second delay. Maybe refresh your page, because it's possible like you pause at some point. There should be more of a like 10-second or 5-second delay. Yeah, bishop d7 I assumed I can take here. Win another pawn. Wait, no, that was the first pawn I won. So now I'm up a pawn. And now I win a knight. Okay, now this is crushing. The wing gambit. So much success. Kind of feel bad for my opponent, but at the same time kind of not. And It's a weird scenario because my B pawn's pinned, but his A pawn's pinned, and they're both attacking each other. Okay, so G6. He wants to play bishop G7 and castle. And that would actually defend the rook enough times. I have a really crazy idea to take on A6. He takes here, then I take here. Is it worth it having a pawn that far? Probably not. What's his rating? It's casual. Yeah, let's not do that. Too risky. Let's play queen A5. Being a bit more patient. B6. Now I'm thinking of a really cool variation. I don't know if it works. I want it to work. Involves sacking a queen for a bishop. Or queen for two bishops. It's so tempting. Thinking about like queen A3, queen B4, allowing E5, and then taking here, and then I lose my queen, and then I take on F7, king E7, I take the bishop. That's just probably bad. Let's play queen A2. The goal is to play queen E2, and then knight F3, and then castle, and just be happy. Yeah, I know what Shia LaBeouf would say, but I don't get motivated by him too easily. Okay, now I'm going to play queen E2, and now I have massive attack against this A6 pawn, which is no longer pinned, but okay, I'm going to take it. And now white is up 2 pawns. Let's complete development. Oh, he wants to win this pawn. Let's play F3. Wow. Okay, well this pawn's still attacked. This pawn's defended. There's a funny idea to play A7 and bishop B8. I think that I can do. This rook is just kind of stuck on A8. This might be over the top, but okay, it's a fun position. I have to move much quicker because there's no increment. He's preventing bishop E8. Let's play knight H3. Yeah, I think black should have taken this pawn when he had the chance, because now the pieces are like there's no piece beyond the 7th rank. And everything's restricted. Let's complete development. Yeah, my opponent said that he's muted the stream, so he's not, I don't think he's hearing me talk. I'll play rook here. Or I could just take the pawn immediately. Yeah, it's a free pawn. Yeah, so many free things. Another free pawn. And both of these are hanging, but I'm attacking the knight. This is defended. This is defended. So let's take the knight. Okay, he wins back. He can actually win back 2 pawns, unfortunately. That was one of my most valuable possessions, this a7 pawn. Was that a... Okay, that wasn't a mouse slip. So he should have played rook take a7 there, I think. Now I can play... Oh, he wants to take this rook. Let's play knight c4 first. The queen's almost trapped. Queen has c5 or d8 or f6. If queen c5, I have bishop to d6. If queen f6, whoa, okay, let's take this. And take this. And take this. And then take this. And now I'm up a rook, a bishop, a knight, and 2 pawns. Pre-move this. That was a series of trades, but I think that they were beneficial trades for me. If you want to improve your positional chess, start by looking at Karpov games. Karpov games are the best because he plays so simple. Just look at Karpov games where he wins as black, and most of them are just like really nice positional wins. And if you want to like be engaging, look at Karpov games where you're trying to guess each move he plays. It's a good training exercise. Good game. That was a fun game. Wing Gambit never disappoints. Okay, who do we play next? Okay, I'll give Messy Marvin a game because he was being nice. Good luck, Messy Marvin. Is this going to be a London? I feel like this is going to be a London. Is this coming? Ooh, okay, it came. What do I do? I want to play something crazy. But what can I play that's crazy? Let's play c6. I have an idea of sacking a pawn. Let's see if he takes it. I'll admit I've never seen this before. I just came up with this on the spot. I don't think it's great. I was really hoping he would take so I could play queen a5 and win the bishop. Guess this is also possible. I'll play this. Get some imbalance position. Oh, maybe I'll trap his bishop. Play knight here. I'll just keep the initiative for as long as possible. Attack the b pawn. Queen c1. Okay, the goal is to play c5 and put maximum pressure on this so I can eventually get through to this. Start with bishop f5. And c5 knight c6 is like a major idea. A lot more one-sided than the last game. Wait, you won the first game? Wow, I didn't even realize that. So that was my revenge. Makes me feel good. Hello, Ginger64. Good to see you. Welcome back. Did I just drop a piece? No, I did not, because I have this move. Defending the bishop, checking the king, and essentially unpinning the knight. Now this is interesting, because I can't take on c3, because... Wait, maybe I can take on c3. Knight takes c3. No time to calculate. Let's just play it. Because this is undefended. He takes with queen, I take his queen, and then take the bishop. If he takes my bishop, I take his knight, and then take his bishop. Confusing position. I think it's working out well. So this is a new response to the London. C6 combined with G5. Let's move back. Let's move back. Let's attack. The goal is to someday get some nice mating pattern with this bishop piercing through and the knight delivering mate. How do I manage that? Let's sack a pawn. I just wanted this diagonal to open up. So now his king is stuck, and all it will take is one check to deliver mate. It's still easier said than done. But it's within reach. This bishop is so strong. Like, really nothing can challenge it. Or maybe something can. Yeah, that's a good move. Let's save the bishop. It's another good move. He has 20 seconds left. Okay, I'm gonna go completely insane and give away my queen or my pawn on e7, but this is now mate. There we go. It's funny, I'm leaving all of my pieces available to be captured. He can take the queen, he can take the pawn, and then he can take the bishop or the rook. I think it would have been best for him to take the pawn and then the rook? Or then the bishop. I don't know. Rook c8 was a fun move, though. Not sure what's going on there. Like, final position. Because knight take e7, king h8. Knight take f5. The whole plan, like, if knight take f5, it's to take on a2. I guess he has king c2. And white's probably actually much better here, I would think. Let's just check. Yeah, white's crushing, because black's attack runs out. My average center pawn loss was 212. Oh man, I don't know if people can see that. Or 178. Oh, it's going down. Oh, because it starts at the end and then works its way backward. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of questionable moves that game. But this line with c6 is actually really interesting. Because e3, g5, I think it's playable. Bishop take g5, queen a5. Which I assume Messi Marvin saw. But then what happened was kind of pleasant. And then if bishop g3, h5, it's also interesting. Okay. New opponent. Let's play Sky Money. Because I called him Sky Monkey before. And I felt bad about it. So it's a 5+3 game. Centapawn, it's easiest if you just Google it. Like Google centapawnlichess.org. It will give you a pretty good explanation. Essentially, the higher the centapawn loss, the worse you played. Okay, let's play e5. And then, okay, I'm going to go for this line. Back to the good old Stafford Gambit. I'm 13 subs away. If there's people watching who are not subscribed to me on YouTube, it's free to subscribe on YouTube, unlike Twitch. Okay, I'm just gonna copy him until it makes sense not to copy him. Yeah, a3 I think is helpful to me because my bishop wants to actually be here on this diagonal. Bishop e3. Let's play bishop e6. It's going to be a slightly symmetrical position. Zuta, thanks for the 200 bits. If you want a game, let me know your username. Knight e7 is such a typical maneuver, like knight e7, knight g6. This is usually the way you can start playing for a win, where now the plan is to continually attack with all the pieces. And he's slightly slower to attack, or to bring his knight, because now g3 is covered. Problem is, I can't play queen f6 right away, because then he traps the queen. But okay, now this is a different story. So knight f4. Let's play knight f4. I still want to play queen f6 and just build up pressure. Sometimes even c6 d5 could be useful. I don't have many chess sets. That's true. I do mostly online chess. And when I play in tournaments, like the tournaments I play in, they provide chess sets. So there's really no reason to have a chess set. Kind of sad to say. But I'll play a lot over the board. Like when I'm in St. Louis, I mean, St. Louis Chess Club has sets all over the place. And they have tournaments all over the place. Knight f4. I mean, taking on h3 might not even be a sacrifice. I could very well imagine he'll play queen d2 here, and then knight take h3 just wins a pawn. I don't know if there's any immediate threat. That's a good sign. Super defensive. I think knight h4 is just crushing, because g2 can't really be defended. Like it's just a mush of pieces in the corner. It looks safe, but okay, usually this isn't the safest setup. Ah, he does that move. And if I can't mate him immediately. Let's play this. Maybe I'm not winning the g-pawn. Okay, I'm threatening mate. I'm threatening the pawn. No, I'm threatening the pawn 3 times. So there's really only one move for white in this position. Ooh, I was expecting knight take f4. Because that's another move. Looking for fancy knight mates. Maybe they don't exist. Let's take. And then I'll take on h4. So I've won a pawn. And then knight f4 will come. 10 subs away. The countdown begins. Yeah, h3 is a target. I'm going to play like knight f4. That should be good enough. I guess queen f3 I still have to think. Queen f3, maybe g5, g4. Okay, f4 is a free pawn. Also allows queen g3. Let's play queen g3 first. And then I just want to mate. Okay, let's take on f4. And let's take here. So now I'm just up a bunch of material. Any chance St. Louis Chess Club will let you post lectures you've had there on my channel? I mean, when I do lectures for them, there's like a staff member who records and edits them. So it's meant to be on their channel. I could potentially do, like, there are some lectures that aren't recorded. If I recorded them myself, I'm sure that would not be a problem. Maybe it'd be good, good cross promotion. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like any content I do during lectures should be on their channel, just for good practice. I mentioned this earlier, but for anyone new watching, the next... Okay, starting Wednesday, there's going to be commentary every day. So I'll be in the studio. I'll be in Studio B, where Svidler was just a couple months ago. And that'll be interesting. Can I play queen h4? Let's just take another rook. I'm up 2 exchanges and a bunch of pawns, and this rook lift is probably going to be pretty devastating. I think he's over. Also, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thanks anyway. Rook h5 is coming. Rook h5 is now forced mate. I'll be doing commentary for the Fall Classic. It's a series of like GM level tournaments. I actually did commentary for the Summer Classic too, which is held back in May. Yeah, this is kind of a typical structure. Like usually the ideas are knight g6, knight h5, queen f6. Everything kind of came to life nicely. Good game, Sky Money. Okay, new opponent. Give me a random number between 1 and 17.
That would be 9.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's so much lag with counting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I don't know. There we go. Good luck. I don't know. 6 away. So exciting. It could happen this game. Gritty Willis. I don't know why your comment got blocked. Are you asking about private chess lessons? Automod is being weird. Every private lesson I give is different. I don't usually follow a lesson plan. I usually adapt to where the student's at and like what their level is, what their tendencies are based on what games they play. I try and work with students based on what they need to improve on. Am I going to stop when I hit 10,000? I don't know. Probably going to keep going. It'll give me momentum. This is a classic trick. It's a center fork trick. It's another thing like so many newer players will kind of walk into. Bishop b3, unfortunately for white, does not win the pawn back. Just... yeah, okay, lots of free stuff. I think he castled because gets a chance to win in one move. Like knight d4 looks so attractive here, but let's not lose. Maybe queen f6. Up a piece. Okay to trade queens. My streams are so rare. I mean, I'll stream a few times a week. Is that too rare for you? Would you like it to be medium rare? Or maybe medium? Let's play c6. I'm going to be so busy like this coming week that I'm sad to say, yeah, this could be the last one until like next week. But I might do like some mini streams. Just like half hour here, half hour there. Do I have any tips for stabilizing chess results? At first I thought my pawn was pinned, but it's not pinned. It's just a free queen. He gets a check. Okay, let's go for some attack. You either go 5 out of 6 or 1 out of 5. That's normal at a certain level. I mean, it happens to everyone where be in good form or be in bad form. I think in terms of preparation for a tournament, going into a tournament, you should just focus a lot on like your physical and mental form. So rather than like cramming chess tactics or like trying to memorize opening lines, focus on just getting sleep, getting off social media, working out, eating well. In combination of those things can actually make a difference when you go into like a long event. Okay, let's go for the kill. I've replaced John Bartholomew, but John Bartholomew is my favorite YouTuber and streamer. Well, that's flattering to hear, but that should be nothing. I mean, John Bartholomew is just a legend. I remember I played John in Washington Square Park, New York City, back in, I think it was 2013 or 2014. And like we played one Blitz game. And I remember like playing him without knowing his name. And then he told me his name and I like vaguely knew it from like seeing him at tournaments, but it was before he like started his YouTube channel. So it's pretty cool like looking back on that moment just to play a future celebrity. Okay, this is mate almost next move. He has a few spite checks. Okay. GG. Okay. Well, takeaways from that game. It was another like e4 or e5 game. And it's funny, like before I started the stream, I was spending like an hour or two like preparing like these online course materials, and the whole course is going to cover lines like this where black will play I think e4 e5, and then there's so many tricks to get an advantage as black early on. So usually if white falls for this, one of the best moves is bishop take f7, but the other approach is to play bishop d3 in this position. Bishop d3 might be the best move. Anyway, new game. So that was not the final game. Give me a random number between 1 and 17.
That would be 3.
Okay, guide the board. Okay. I'll play e4 again. Let me know in the chat, like, what do you guys play first move is white? Do you play e4? Do you play d4? I'm curious what the breakdown is, because I usually like to play openings that people play themselves. Okay, so now we have a Petrov. I'm gonna play the Kashrin Gambit. Whoa, he pre-moved King f7, so he's prepared. This could be bad, because I'm not at all prepared. I'm pretty sure this is a move. Right? d4 is a move, or bishop c4 check? I think d4 is a move. Because if knight take e4, there's queen h5, king e7, queen e2, I guess. My opponent said in the chat, I get this all the time, but it's good he's thinking here. So even if he gets it all the time, he hasn't researched the best approach. Bishop g4 looks playable. I'll play f3. Or maybe d5. Or bishop c4 first. If he plays d5, I can take with the bishop. Let's play bishop c4 first. So I don't think d5 works. And then if the king moves back to like e8, then I can play this, and he doesn't have bishop e6. And usually this type of sacrifice is just dubious to give away a piece for 2 pawns. But there's some interesting compensation, because white just has full center with these 2 pawns. And especially if I can play f3 and develop, black will be a bit restricted. d5, so I assume I can just take this. Ah, but there's queen take d5, and he wins a piece. I forgot, he wins a bishop on d5. But wait, no, queen take d5. I can take on g4. If he takes, I take. I have 3 pawns for the piece. Bishop take d5, queen take d5, queen take g4. Ah, that's not good. So if I play f3 here, take on e4. Ah, then I have queen f3, followed by g5. Let's go for this. Bishop c4 was kind of a slip up. Now I'm trying to fix the situation. I don't think that's a good move, because I can take and then play e5. I mean, maybe it's playable. He's winning some pawns back. Then we're going to get like a really crazy position where both our kings are going to just be completely exposed. And if queen take d4, I take on f6. His king is probably a bit less safe than my king. Yeah, now I can castle. He missed a chance to take on d4. Now I'm winning the knight. Except let's not take the knight too soon? Unless he wants to take on e5. Could take on b7. I'll be slightly tricky. I'm going to play bishop to f4. And if he moves a knight, then I play bishop g5, hitting the king and the queen. So the knight is still essentially pinned through X-ray vision. So I want to keep my pawn on e5 here as long as possible. And then soon... Okay, knight c3 will come. I mean, you could say that I'm playing for tricks, but I'm also playing to put my pieces on good squares. Okay, I think bishop f4 was a very reasonable move. Because black's a bit stuck. Like, I don't know what he's going to do. Did I have queen d5? Queen d5 was a candidate move. Queen e6. So one thing about this position, I don't want to trade queens. Because this king is less safe. Just going to continue developing. Knight c3. I think e6 is a massive threat, or soon to be a massive threat. Because then my rook can come in with check. I have to make it work somehow. Super Major Pain, welcome. Wow. Okay, this is not going to end well for black. But why is it not going to end well? There's a line, like e6, I think. King take e6 here. Here. No, this is... should be just about over. Oh, queen d5, king e7. No, probably just rook e1. And then queen d5. Oh, this is fun. Black is up a piece currently for a pawn, but it doesn't really matter. Rook e1. So there's what? There's 3 legal moves? No, there's 4 legal moves. If the king moves anywhere, I have bishop d6 check. Otherwise, yeah, queen d5. Black is still up a knight. And sometimes material isn't too relevant. If king e7, there's bishop g5 mate. And if king f6, probably mate in 2 somewhere. Or mate in 3. My opponent says, oof, that this fell apart. I was giving a lecture at the kids class at the St. Louis Chess Club the other day. I was showing some opening variation. It was just some normal moves. And after every move, like, the kids just started saying oof. I had no idea where it was coming from. I'm not sure if the audio, like, picked it up, but it'd be interesting to see. Okay, GG. Um, yeah, that was a fun opening. And Kashrin Gambit. Black has to be very precise. I know there's a way to play this. And the quickest way to figure out how to play this as black is just to use a master's database. Ah, c5. c5 looks like such a strange move. But if black scores 40% in Masters games, it's probably a good move. And then if d takes c5, knight c6, interesting. So black develops quickly and tears down the center. Something to keep in mind for the Petrov players out there. Okay, 5 away. Give me a random number between 1 and 18.
That would be 8.
Well, this is like the third time 8 has been the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tokume. 1534. So c5 is a reputation. Okay. Interesting. Interesting username. I don't know what language that is, but welcome. Okay. Come on, guys. 5 more subscribers. There has to be someone watching who's not subscribed to me on YouTube. What's this guy's actual rating? Okay, let's play the Budapest. Hoping by the end of this game we'll reach 10,000. Also, we just got a donation from JPP Wise Wizard. Thanks for the $10. It came out of nowhere. I don't know if you're in the chat, but thanks so much. Wait, is that 10 or that? No, that's 10. Saw the zeros there. Got excited, but it's very kind. Let's play a reverse French. I'm gonna play e4 and then followed by like d5 and bishop d6, I guess. Whoa, I don't know what happened there, but we're 1 subscriber away. I don't know if I'll finish this game before we hit 10,000. This is exciting. So much drama. The knight's attacked. What's gonna happen? Well, who's gonna be the 10,000 subscriber? I don't know if YouTube will let me know that. Is there a way to find out? Keep going until 20,000. I don't think so. I'll be here for a while. Unless whoever was in the chat making so many new accounts. Hey, we hit 10,002. That just shot up like 3 subscribers. I guess so many people wanted to be the 10,000th. Well, I don't have any champagne. I don't have any balloons or like loud music. I'm stuck playing this game, but okay, that's a nice life milestone. How do you subscribe? Well, it's too late now. I mean, mission has already been accomplished. But if you want to subscribe, you can go to the YouTube channel. Just youtube.com/RosenChess, or just find the link in the chat. And yeah, thanks, guys. I'm very grateful. Like I honestly did not intend. I didn't have like a conscious moment that I was gonna start a YouTube channel. I just had an account because I wanted to reply to people on the St. Louis Chess Club comments of my lectures. And then the reason I started was people were subscribing to me and I wasn't making videos. And then at some point I just started putting the streams up. And now It's a nice community of people. Let's play this. The sack a pawn. If he takes, maybe I'll sack 2 pawns. And then give him 4 center pawns, which would be a false sense of confidence, and then I'll play knight g4 and go for some kind of kill. Maybe I'll start with bishop d6 though, I don't know. Favorite thing about St. Louis? About St. Louis the city or St. Louis the chess club? Because they're 2 separate things. Okay, I'm going to take. I think this is reasonable. There's actually a trap resulting from this position. St. Louis the city. Forest Park. It's like the best park, which I've only started discovering over the past week. The last week I've been taking runs there, and it's an incredible park. They have a zoo, they have a bunch of ponds, they have running paths, they have nature, they have racquetball. My opponent says already dead, with dead spelled D-E-D. But he has a reasonable position. This is actually a variation of the French defense, where... Wait. Oh yeah, I'm down a tempo. This is a variation of the 2 knights attack, where usually if I'm light, my knight would be on c6. But my knight's still on b8. Huh. This could be bad, actually. But maybe it's okay. There's some tricks in this position. Queen b3 is really sad. If my knight was on c6, it would be great, but my knight's not on c6. So maybe I castle? Maybe I play bishop g6. I almost forgot. We hit 10,000. Wow, thanks guys. I was so captivated by this game. Well, he didn't take on b7, and he's giving me the opportunity to Greek gift. Greek gift. Knight g4, h5, queen comes in. Let's not calculate. Let's just go for the kill. And yeah, also another favorite thing about St. Louis the city is just the central West End in general. It's just an amazing area. Forest Park, restaurants, chess club, pretty much everything you can ask for. Coffee cartel. Favorite sport food? What does that even mean? Oh, food spot. Why did I think sport food? Favorite food. What did I just say? Favorite food spot has to be Thai 202. It's amazing Thai food. If you ever watch a Ben Feingold lecture and he ends the lecture by saying time for Thai food, it's always Thai 202. This is almost force mate, right? This is coming... Wait a minute. Maybe it's not force mate, but it's pretty close. He has an option here between rook e1 and rook d1. And there might be some difference. But maybe not. Wherever the rook moves, I take on f2 first. Now it's funny, if he were to take on b7, let's say he included taking on b7, and then I would play knight d7. Then he would have a defensive resource, queen takes c7, defending from afar. But then I would have knight de5. And I don't know what's going on there. That would have been an interesting line. Good thing I don't have to deal with that. He also had king g3. Yeah, king g3 would have been interesting. Actually, king g3, yeah. Maybe I would play... because e4 is loose. Maybe I would play queen d6? Or h5? I don't know. King g3 may have been good. Okay, well, this is going to win a rook. But is there more? I can take on e1 with check. Knight f1. He's kind of defending mate. Queen h4, king g1, queen h2, king f1, queen h1, king e2, queen take g2, king d1, and knight take e3 is not mate because the rook defends e3. But bishop h5, king c2. Okay, let's take the rook. If he plays this, I probably can just take this. Oh no, I can't. Or maybe I can, I don't know. Because there's some pin. But at this point, it's just a matter of technique. Maybe I'll play h5, h4, h3. Looks like a nice plan. I don't know how he stops this. My rook is hanging on... Yeah, my rook is hanging. It's okay. I'm going for the kill. I kind of forgot my rook was hanging. That's unfortunate. Because now I actually have to prove the attack. If I play h4, he takes here. I play h3, he takes here, and then he takes here. And then he takes on h3. Wait. No, I take on g2 first. No, it's too risky. Well, I'm making this interesting. Maybe I should just castle. King safety first. He's winning back a rook. He's going to be up a piece. I should have defended b7. I got so distracted. There's so many subscribers. But what to do? But yeah, thanks guys. Now I will accept congratulations. I was not accepting congratulations earlier, but yeah, I appreciate all the support. It's incredible, like how many comments I get, which are just so supportive, and so much support for my opponent not taking the rook. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty because now queen take e4. There's knight f2 check. That turned around quite quickly. My opponent saying oof with so many O's. And the time situation is not great for white either. Okay, GG. That was a nice gift. It was like the Greek gift followed by many more gifts. Should make an oof emote. You came in thinking I was already at 10k. No, the whole point was like celebrating the lead up. I'm sorry though. But now it's celebration. Like this is a good game to celebrate with. Who do I play? I'm gonna play the Wise Wizard because he came out of nowhere and donated $10. It's so wise. Okay, good luck, wise wizard. Knight f3. Let's play knight c6. Oh, so he's 1500 like on the dot. Sometimes 1500s have never played a game before. But okay, let's play e5. Do I enjoy karaoke? I do not do karaoke. I could freestyle rap, but that will have to take place when I hit 100,000 subscribers. Because I'm not doing that now. Zephcat in the chat. Hello, Zephcat. 50 bits from Zephcat. So nice. You know what? You know what month it is? It's October, and in just a few more weeks, it's Halloween. So we're gonna play a reverse Halloween gambit, and this is actually a better version of the normal Halloween gambit because G3 hurts white because the knight can't move to G3, so the knight's a bit more clumsy here. It's an interesting move order for reverse Halloween gambit, like starting with knight f3, knight c6, and then somehow we got there. I remember I was doing preparation in this for a student. I remember studying it and realizing that like black has really nice compensation. Like I think the best line white can get is like plus 0.3, which is comparable to like many main lines. So it's a playable line for black. And so I win the piece back and I have queen d5 coming. Ooh. I think I'll still play queen d5. This reminds me of some variation in the center fork trick, but white has g3 included, which can't be that helpful. I had a lesson with a student earlier who had like a very similar position. My student was black, their opponent played queen h5. And my student was so fixated on defending f7, he played bishop e6. But he missed bishop d6. Because f7 is defended, and the knight is pinned, and then just stuck. So queen h5 will make things good for me. The other move is knight g4. So there's also f4. Okay, we'll see what happens. Goodbye, my name is Joey. Thanks for stopping by, and good game. You want to hear me rap? I don't rap like pre-written lyrics. It would all be freestyle, but I would need a beat. Yeah, I'll do that probably for like 100,000. It'll take like another, I don't know, how long will it take? Maybe another year or two? Yeah, d4 is probably the best move. Wait a minute, or it's the worst move, because I can take. And then this is attacked, and this is attacked. He forgot about the rook. This is nice. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to Mike, because he's my sound guy. Okay, so now I'm up a rook. Good check. Just going to continually check the king. Wait, no, my bishop is hanging, but he didn't take it. It's funny, like, sometimes when I blunder, opponents will just trust me. My bishop's attacked twice. And now I'll retreat. I'm up a rook. Yeah, it's getting late. That's a bad sign, playing bishop e4 check. So I think the goal is to just get this rook into e2. And then somehow mate the king. Maybe rook e8. Yeah, let's trade a pair of rooks. Unless I can take... No, let's trade rooks first. San Diego in the chat. San Diego. Long time no see. Let me make San Diego a mod. Long time viewer. I think he has good intentions. It's actually pretty cool. Like, there's, I think, a good number of viewers who existed since last year. Because I started streaming October last year. I think San Diego was one of the earlier ones. Maybe I can take... Okay, let's just trade down. If I just want to... Okay. I see one mating idea. Maybe he can move his rook here. Oh, that's not even mate. I want to mate on d1 somehow. Maybe I should have... No, I should have taken on e5 first. But it's okay. Let's take here, and then mate. He has one move to stop the mate. Let's see if he finds it. Actually, two moves. Okay, that's one of them. Now, the great thing is, I'm just going to torture him. I'm going to move pawns for the rest of the game until he plays king a1, and then I'll mate him. It's just inevitable, Zugzwang. Let's play this. Clever move. Yeah, it's a pawn war. Play this. And now it's Zugzwang. King a1, only legal move. That was fun. This is a nice finish. Okay. Yeah, the power of Zugzwang. That was a fun opening. Reverse Halloween Gambit. This is another thing I'm actually going to cover in my course. I made an outline, and this is one of the video lessons. Oh, so JPP Wise Wizard was maybe not watching or not listening with commentary. So in order to watch the replay, you'll have to wait until the stream ends, which I'll probably do pretty soon, unless there's anyone else who wants to play. There's a lot of people who want to play. I'm really tired. I have a few hours of course material to record, which should be released within, like, hopefully by the end of this month. So it's going to be a course on aggressive openings for black. There will be more information coming shortly. It's 11:24 p.m. I keep forgetting we did it. We hit 10,000. Should screenshot. What do I screenshot? Screenshot this. I'll take a screenshot later. Yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thanks, guys, for being awesome. Also, I'll probably put this on YouTube, so thank you to the YouTube audience, YouTube community. Appreciate everyone's feedback and support and questions. Keep them coming. It's going to be a busy couple more weeks, but I'll probably be doing a lot more YouTube content after October 21st. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Ooh, lots of people streaming. In the meantime, stay tuned. I'll probably end up rating someone at some point someday. But that's yet to be determined. Okay, so good night all. I'll see you guys in the future.